Still on election stories, the National Communications Authority has announced a partnership with mobile network operators to ensure uninterrupted telecommunication services during and after the election period. To achieve this, the NCA has established a situation room at its broadcasting and monitoring center to oversee media coverage and address communication-related complaints by escalating them to the MNOs. Daniel Odromensa reports.
Earlier this year, 24 countries, including Comoros, Mauritania, Mozambique, and Mauritius, were added to the red list for election-related internet shutdowns. Ghana was not exempt, experiencing a major internet service disruption in March that disrupted banking, academic activities in tertiary institutions, ride-hailing services, and more. This raised concerns among Ghanaians about potential challenges during the upcoming December 7 elections. In response, the National Communications Authority (NCA) reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring reliable services starting tomorrow and extending beyond the election period. The Deputy Director General for Technical Operations at the NCA, Professor Isa Osei-Boateng, made this assurance.
In respect of the elections, we've set up a situation room for obvious reasons, because telecommunications play a very critical role in terms of communication and information dissemination during the electioneering period. And so we have set as NCA a situation room. Now you could see my colleagues doing preparation, because we're starting from tomorrow and Sunday, going into Sunday. And so we would be working in collaboration with our MNOs and other stakeholders, so that if there's any information that we receive by way from the public, we can relay them to the MNOs for necessary action, and also vice versa. If we have any information or reports from the MNOs, then we could also take the necessary action to ensure that we have uninterrupted telecommunication services during this period.
The National Communications Authority has assured the general public of uninterrupted internet service during and after the electioneering period. For ChannelOne News, my name is Daniel Odromensa.
We've brought you reactions or expectations from constituents in the Greater Accra region. It's now time to bring you a report from the Ashanti, the Western and the Northern regions on how prepared electorates in these regions are and their expectations ahead of December 7.
In preparation for the December 7th election, the Electoral Commission here in the Ashanti region are dispatching material to all constituencies within the Ashanti region. Ahead of that, the regional director of the EC spoke to ChannelOne News.
Electoral Commission Ashanti region, we are ever ready. We are set to take off tomorrow morning, God willing. Everything is set. I've received all my materials. I've trained all my operatives. The last training was last Tuesday, where we trained the coalition officials. So as we are talking this afternoon, everything is set so far as Ashanti region is concerned.
Let's talk about some of the concerns raised by various political parties with concerns with the indelible ink. Have you been able to solve all those issues?
The Regional Secretary NDC, I think he drew our attention that he thinks that the indelible inks have some defects. So if you can improve upon the quality, we quickly inform Accra, and as we're taking Accra, make sure that we are going to use quality indelible ink. We are referees, and we always want to be fair to each of the, let me say, opponents or candidates or whatever political parties. We have been transparent to any contestant or any stakeholder, whoever is contesting. We've trained them, so we are going to act professionally. We make sure that I want to say, go and exhibit your political affiliation there. Make sure you work according to the rules and regulations by the Electoral Commission.
The Ashanti Regional Police Command has deployed security personnel for the 2024 general elections. Now, just before the deployments, the Ashanti Regional Police Commander charged them to exhibit utmost professionalism in the discharge of their duties. Still ahead of the polls, a former Peace Council chairman is calling on all stakeholders to ensure a peaceful election.
The main objective is to ensure that there is peace in our country, that we understand one another. But there can only be peace in the country if there is justice in the country, where we do things, nobody is cheated, people's rights are respected, and we do things according to the law. After all, Ghana is a nation of laws. And when we allow the laws to work, justice prevails, fairness prevails, transparency prevails in the kinds of things that we do, probity and accountability also prevails. Then our development will move forward.
The countdown is on. With just a few hours to the elections, voters will decide who will lead Ghana for the next 4 years. Reporting for Channel One News from the Ashanti region, my name is Eno Safo.